The love of music is nothing without the love of the people. For 25 years, Triple K International has built a movement, one that thrives on unforgettable performances, dedicated fans, and moments that will live on forever. In this episode, we celebrate the fans, the fame, and the memories that have defined their journey. Every artist has that one fan interaction they'll never forget, the kind that reminds them why they do what they do. From the unexpected to the unforgettable, these are the moments that made an impact on Triple K.
Besides the stuff that happened in Breakfast Fest last year, yeah, now I think that, I don't know, all right, let me put it this way. I don't think it was memorable, more for the fact that it was more viral, so it made me remember it. But I'll be honest with you, I mean, it wasn't, I just want to clear the air, it wasn't nothing that I was saying, move there, because we love all our fans, you know. It was a moment where I was kind of in my performing zone, you know, and we have a mission to hit there because Breakfast Fest is arguably one of the best fests in the region for summertime, you know, and we have a mission, and you know, that was her third attempt coming on that side, so I was like, hey, go easy, you know, but that's one. But I think one of the most memorable times that I can remember was when I felt at that point that, hey, but Geoffrey is a star, man. We went to we were in Amsterdam, and we just finished doing a show in a nice venue, outdoor location. Some people came up to us for photos and autographs and so on. So usually at this time, you know, the vocalists take the shine, you know, they say Benji, yeah, Tazi. So we are the back there chilling out, and then a couple girls come, yeah, they want to take pictures. Like, all right, cool. So one girl says she would like my autograph. I was like, oh wow, big thing. So you know, I figure, okay, so she bring out a marker. I checking, all right, don't you have to sign a poster, something, and lo and behold, she have to sign her breast. So at that point, I say, yo, I'm Mick Jagger. What's going on? You know? Yeah, man, I felt like a real high superstar at that point. And I was like, yo, I made it, man. I was like, yeah. At that point there, I wish like there was like TMZ to just capture that, like, yeah, this is signing breasts. Yeah, you know, that was just crazy. It was crazy.
Oh yeah, I mean, that's basically every day. I actually make myself a social media person, you know, like doing my workouts and with my son, and sharing some different how do you call it, prayers and stuff, you know. To me it's all about the Lord, you know. I always put God in everything, so I have a lot of fans who is actually reaching out to me like every single day, and like, Tazi, at a certain time I say, yeah, I think I should finish with that, you know, leave that alone, and it's like, no, Tazi, you can't do that. But there's going to come a time when I have to call it quit, because it's just coming. And
memorable interaction with fans must be all day in festival in Guadeloupe, 15, 20,000 people perhaps on the beach, singing every song of yours, you performing there, and the way the fans give you that love, it's just different.
I've had to sign a couple body parts that I don't want to talk about. But it was back then, so I mean, yeah, I've had to sign well, hip area, well, not butt cheek, but above like waist, breast. Yeah, I've had to sign that already. Boy, we had some wild encounters with fans. It was crazy.
Okay, so one of the most memorable experience that I have with fans is like after performance, like they would rush up to me and tell me, good performance, I like your style, I love your way of drumming. Even other big musicians, they are my fans, and I am their fans as well, because I look up to them, they look up to me, so we all learn from each other. And that's one of the great memories in music.
Of course, I mean you're a musician, you're on stage, your style, people come to watch you play.
A little girl, her mom bringing her to me saying, Benji, that's your biggest fan. She cannot stop thinking about everything for is Benji. And surprisingly, she knew my name. She knew at the time I had 2 children. She knew where I was from. So I said, well, yes, that's really a fan. And her favorite song from me at the time was See What If You Want.
Memorable ones is fans actually thanking us for a job well done. And not just even the good ones, but also the bad ones too, because it gave us something to actually go back on the drawing board and to revisit and then come back better so we can try and please them.
A song can be more than just music. It can define an era, a performance, or a special moment. Some songs become personal favorites not just because they sound good, but because they hold meaning. Whether it's the energy they bring on stage, the message in the lyrics, or the reaction they get from the crowd, these are the songs that stands out.
I would say that my favorite Triple K song is Please Mr. Officer. Why? I mean, when I heard that song, I just fell in love. I just fell in love with the instrumentation and what I could do as a drummer in it.
My personal favorite has to be Whistle. I mean, it's recent, we have a catalog of years, but Whistle had that kind of impact that almost came instantly from the moment we sang it on the road for the opening to recording it in the studio to doing the music video, seeing the impact on Carnival and carnivals around the world. It has to be one of my favorites.
My personal favorite song would be Still Standing, because no matter what people may try, as long as you have the good Lord on your side, everything will always keep going good for you. So Still Standing will be my #1 favorite song.
For years now, it has been, for me, Still Standing. Still Standing touches a place in my heart that a lot of people wouldn't understand. But before Still Standing though, I'd like to talk about Mr. Officer and also Love for the Fans. These lyrics, they touch so many parts, so many aspects of what hurdles, challenges that the band face. These lyrics in this song speaks directly to that, resonate with the people on the ground. So Still Standing basically took over these two for me. Going for a challenging time for Maria. Right after Maria, you had COVID. The song continues to resonate and touch me because we continue to face these challenges daily. Still Standing is the perfect song I could describe as my favorite.
Boy, my favorite song has changed over the years, you know. It has changed over the years, but the one song I would say that has really stuck with me through the years, and no matter anytime they would play it, I'll be like, yeah, that's the tune, is Go Easy Father. Go Easy Father, Don't Hate Your Brother. That has been the song that once I hear it, yeah, a finger stick me. Yeah, that is the one that does really stick with me every time I hear it.
My personal favorite song is Still Standing. That's my personal favorite song. And I think it is my favorite because of the trauma I had to experience during Maria. We wrote that song coming from Maria. The song started being produced at my home with a generator. You know, we brought a little, I didn't have lights, so we brought a little generator at home. Kendall brought his little generator. And we hook up his computer and stuff. And just to trying to get a little song, because for us, music is therapy. We couldn't play. I mean, we were doing a few tours and stuff, but we couldn't do anything locally. Or even in the manner that we would like to do it. And we always use any opportunity to come together to try to build stuff. And we started building that. And then the lyrical composition was actually done in St. Thomas while we went on to do a performance in St. Thomas. And I was together with Benji, Jason, quite a few of us were sitting down just trying to bring some lyrics. And every time we put a line together, I was getting emotional. Because I would feel the line that says like a phoenix rising from the ashes, you would feel that. Because I personally would feel I coming from nothing under mud, and then you coming up and now you see, all right, you clear up this space. Because after Maria, I figure the world finish, but then now, no, look, we're still touring. Look, the electricity coming back. Look, this happening. Look, we're having a little carnival here, and things just have to make, you know, the whole thing just have to come together. And you realize in life, no matter what circumstance you're faced with, no matter how you have to, what you have to deal with, you have life, you have health, you have strength, and you have the power provided to you by God, nothing is impossible. So it's like those lyrics always keep, you know, and I mean, just to share a side note with you all, when that song played on the road, Juve morning, every single band member shared that tear. Everybody was crying on the truck. You know, so it's like that kind of hones in, you know. I mean, there are a lot of other songs that are really nice that get me emotional, but that one there really stuck with me, as knowing that that song is more therapy to me than anything else. Yeah.
In recent times, Triple K, my favorite song, I have different songs that for playing style, Still Standing is my favorite for playing style because my style of compa, that is what most of my songs I use the compa guitar in most of Triple K music, but Still Standing is the one I find that just have me going all over the place. But there are a lot more because of the, you know, what they might say, because you know I just be on stage. So some of these songs really for me.
And that was a couple years ago. I wasn't even in the band yet, and I think this song is titled Get to Youths. Youths and Youths, I think. Because of the message, it's a cry to the youths, you know, for the betterment of tomorrow and themselves. That song is one of my favorite songs, actually.
Like when we started like a long time ago playing, I loved Crevice because Crevice was made in Loda and it had like a very roots vibe about, like every time I hear Crevice, I remember where I come from, Loda, and you know, and then it have that vibe. And after when we did Still Standing was like a breath of fresh air for Dominica after we came out from Maria. And Still Standing, like everybody resonated with it, or the bands were playing it, artists and them were playing it. We were hearing it played around the Caribbean, so it had that thing for me. So I felt like, yeah.
Over the years, Triple K has played on countless stages, but some performances are unforgettable. Whether it was the crowd, the energy, or a moment that couldn't be repeated, these concerts became part of the band's legacy.
I can't remember the year it happened, but when we performed at Creole Festival, and the guys came down from the roof or the ceiling of the roof of the stage. I was watching it and I was like, Triple K is the most innovative band in the world, because these are things that you would see on international stage, on international platforms. You know, overseas, you would never expect that. And when we did that, I was watching the guys come down and taking the risk of doing that, because at that point, your life in the hands of two fellas holding a rope, and them fellas did that, you know, and the impact. When they touched down, me personally could have packed my keyboard and go. I didn't, because I was just satisfied, you know, with that. I mean, the reaction, and the crowd was there, everything. It was just a whole euphoric moment that everybody was happy and excited, and I think that really stands. I can never forget that. I can never, ever forget that. Outside of, I mean, probably doing stuff in Belgium for, you know, 20,000 people that don't understand a word of English, but those kind of events there, times kind of really brings back a memory. I think, just to add one more, to be part of the very first Bouyon festival in New York City. That was not just part, but to be a headliner at that event. It was an activity organized by non-Dominicans, by Trinidadian and European and so on. But it made us realize that in full circle the Bouyon has grown, and the Bouyon is really international because you have foreigners creating a Bouyon festival in a foreign land. Really crazy. So we were really elated and happy and proud to be part of that moment. So that's part of my exciting moments, yeah.
The event that has touched me. So, again, seeing from where Triple K was to where Triple K is now. Thank you again to the fans, because of you. Just seeing you at the front there receiving the music, they just make it, you know, something to be thankful for.
I won't say that there is just one memorable performance. All performances are memorable because of what happens on stage, what happens off stage, like just seeing the crowd enjoy themselves. That's the joy, and that's the memorable time which each of us on stage has, just a memory of each person in the crowd enjoying themselves. That's the joy.
in Guadeloupe. We were just walking on stage to start and the place was crazy. My first experience in Green Festival, it was All Day in Festival. It was a very big festival in Guadeloupe. I was like, we were backstage, but when I reached on stage for us to set up to, I checked in over there. You know, like it was, yeah, there are a lot of memories.
Well,
Mega Monday. The year before COVID was 2020. 2020, yeah, 2020 year of Mega Monday was the one that I will not forget simply because of the whole mystique of it all. When the band was on the bayfront and we had the fireworks and all the glow lights and thing on the bayfront, that was just one of those moments that gave me chills. And it really spoke to all the hard work and the success that we brought forward to ensuring that our patrons and the masses had an experience that they would have never forgotten.
An event I would not forget has to be Flagfest St. Martin. Flagfest St. Martin, I think on one occasion we actually went into the crowd with the fans. Yeah, that was memorable. That you cannot forget that one.
Two events that I will never forget. The event that brought us to Belgium and the actual Belgium event. We were called to play at Creole in the North, and we didn't want to play at that event because the pay wasn't good. But we young and manager checking go. At the time, Emil Diputa was the manager. He said, go and do the show, and it might be a good event for us. And boy, we went down there for our shoulders down. But we practiced and everything for it. And you know, we went down there. When we went down there, Swinging Stars was playing, seeing Froggy drumming for Swinging Stars with his pants with seam, you know. Froggy can cut a piece of wood with his pants. At that time, Froggy wasn't our drummer yet, so that's to show you how long ago it was. And Swinging Stars finished, and it was over till next DJs playing. So we did our little song check, song check on stage. The system is not outside yet. And as soon as the announcer, the MC at the time, say, "Hey, hello, Triple K," we didn't waste any time into like starting like how we just do like them song check and start like a song check. Boy, you man, people in front of us, we just start bang on time. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we just start playing one time and just go steady. And when we were done playing, a white man came and asking us, who are you guys? And so we tell him, the manager there, and talking to the man, say he's very impressed. He's been in Dominica for a whole week and he is very impressed with that band. And next year we're in Belgium. The man is the promoter of a big festival in Belgium, you know, so, and the Antillians Festival. And then when we went up there, our performances up there was memorable as well. We were playing for like crowds of 15,000 and 30,000 people. So like, oh my God. And it wasn't a floops because we went back again a couple of years after. So yeah, this is a tool that stuck.
event I would never forget would be Belgium. Belgium was like, we went to Belgium like what, 3 times? And Belgium actually made the people of Dominica recognize Triple K, because only while we was there in Dominica playing, we was there playing, yes, everybody knew. But when we went to Belgium and we performed, and they recorded that DVD and they sent that down to Dominica. Normally when we used to travel before, it used to be like for like 6 weeks. 6 weeks straight out of Dominica for 6 weeks. And then they actually sent the DVD down from Belgium, the performance, to Dominica, and that was it.
Every performer has their own way of getting ready for a show. Some routines are calculated, some are superstitions, and some are just plain quirky. Here are some of the habits and rituals the band members stick to before hitting the stage.
I won't say with weird habits. Let me see. Anybody has weird habits before a performance? I know Kendall has to fix his keyboard in a particular way. Froggy has to make sure his drums are perfect, but in terms of rituals, nah, I can't put my finger on it.
Before I do a performance, me personally, I was actually sit down backstage quiet. You know, the band itself, we just come together and pray before a performance, make sure that everything, that you always have to put God in everything that you do. You know, once you're surrounded by the blood of Jesus, nothing can touch you, check?
Geoffrey stays on the toilet for about 2 hours. I don't know. What I just do now, my weird thing is I cannot go and sleep and get up and shower to go to an event. I know I'm performing 4 o'clock in the morning. Before I go to bed, I will shower. And when I get up, it's a matter of wash my face, brush my teeth, and go. To me, when I get up and I go and bathe, I feeling more, I think I'll bathe, like too much. It's like get up, put my clothes, brush my teeth, wash my face, and dig out.
For the guys, I don't know though. I know for me. Yeah, for me, before, I would drink a lot before. Now I don't really drink like that anymore. Especially when I go to perform. But for me, right now is more of backstage, quiet time before I hit stage because I need to be focused. I need to be tunnel vision in terms of I need to see and understand what's going to happen on stage, the dynamics, the logistics. I need to understand everything. So I believe just a simple quiet time before stage. That's just my real habit.
Oh boy.
Life on tour isn't just about the performances, it's about the unpredictable, the funny, and the completely unexpected moments that happen along the way. From tour bus antics to studio surprises, here are some of the most entertaining behind-the-scenes stories from Triple K.
Behind the scenes story, like or they would stand up and they would like we in the thing ready to go and perform, and then or they would say tell Brushhead, which is the bass man, let's go and perform, boy. Yeah, and it's like I never know the poop was like automatic. When you say let's go and poo, let's go and poo, I drink it like what that one there, that 40.
What stands out to me was the first time we went to Guadeloupe, and I wouldn't mention his name for the interview, but a certain member peed the bed. Yes. A certain prominent member in the band apparently had a dream that he was peeing on a tree, and turned out he was actually peeing the bed. So yeah, so you can imagine the next morning the amount of jokes we had and having to try to dry that mattress because he has to sleep on it the following night, and almost peeing on another band member because he was sharing the bed. So it's yeah.
I'm even laughing at myself. There was this time like some of the members, they were so tired on a trip, and it's like I am sometimes the troublesome one on a trip, and then it just slept out where I said that sleep don't have trip, where I wanted to say that trip don't have sleep. And I said that sleep don't have trip. And it's like up to today that line still comes on every trip.
We were traveling to St. John, and it was supposed to be a Triple K and ASA event. And ASA's manager was there at the time, T. Lee. And T. Lee was bringing a keyboard from the States to Dominica, but whilst we on that tour there, he had to be carrying the keyboard. And every time we remember, he not a keyboardist, so he not remembering to hold a keyboard. And we passed through immigration and everything, and we're outside leaving for the bus. We're in the bus already, but we find about something off. So we're asking, Tilly, where the keyboard now? Tilly is realizing the keyboard, and he checking, his words were, boy, that I check in there. So he realized he don't have the keyboard, but he's like, he not even saying where the keyboard, and that became a thing. Every time somebody in the band forgets an instrument or anything, the whole band just ball out. But that I check in there. I mean, it might not sound funny to you, but for us, it is. Another thing, we take a lot of kicks on other band members. We take a lot of jokes on ourselves. We have one fella in the band that does everything, every way he finds to embarrass himself, he will do it, so that way nobody can make him feel bad. He have the most names. His name is Koshi, Crooked, Kneecap, Signy, Feng, but everybody knew him as Brushhead. So you see how much names he have? So I mean, it's not anything that we can pinpoint. We always have Geoffrey fell asleep in a jam. That wasn't the most funny thing about Geoffrey. We were leaving Dominica once, and you passing for security, and every time you pass for security, you have to take off your watch, your belt, your stuff in your bag. Geoffrey took out his watch, took out his belt, and pulled down his pants in security, And they're like, "What you doing?" He put you and pull up. Benji, in his mind, in Geoffrey's mind, once he reached his home, anytime he come to a situation where you have to take out your belt, your pants have to come out. So he take out, even absent-minded. The man just take out his pants on in security. So every time the people in the security over there always remind them, don't dress, like all the last band member, and that they will never forget that.
Yeah, I mean, most of the guys are afraid of turbulence, so... Remember I was telling you I wanted to be a pilot, so... we probably were going somewhere, to a little turbulence, something. Two of them at the back calling me what I think about that. So most times it happens, sometimes I was just saying, well, all you getting all the money is worth, so just sit down and enjoy.
I fell asleep at an event once. That time, I was a lot younger and I was thinking that I was overly virile. I thought that I could beat the world. But so the band used to, arguably the band would do probably like 8 events in a weekend. That was when the band was just steady, like in Dominica. You would play 2 events a night, and for a weekend you maybe do 6. If it's a long weekend, 8 events a weekend. And I don't think that was one of those weekends, but that time was when I was running on 2 hours sleep, 3 hours sleep. And don't worry, still when you come to the event, you're still drinking and you're lying. It was the whole excitement was there about it, and you're young, so checking that. So that event was at the Harlem Plaza. Came there, I can't remember who else was playing it, but anyway, we come to play. We playing, man, jamming. All of a sudden, I just start dreaming, and I on stage stand up playing, and I just start dreaming, and big dream. And it's only when apparently the song changed, because apparently I was probably playing through muscle memory. So the back of my mind was playing. So I was playing whatever the song that was at the time. But then when the song changed, my mind would pick up the song changed. So I played the wrong set of chords. So everybody watching me like, what nonsense are doing? And my eyes opening, they tell me. And I just fuck. And then they tell Kendall to leave his side of the stage and run across and touch me. And check what you doing. And when he touched me and I open, I watch him checking what happening there, and so all of us are laughing, checking, but you sleeping, man, checking. Was big sleeping, stand up sleeping yourself, You know what I mean? So it's like that was one of the funnier moments, but then there's still a funnier moment that happened to us in Tea Party, where there was a particular young lady who was being very active at the front of the stage, So so everybody was watching her. So Kendall again leave from his side to run on my side to tell me something. I think that's a song or whatever he was coming to tell me. But I focus, dear man. So it's like when I see the shadow or whatever coming towards me, I just turn my head and he coming to me. Kendall stop right there in front of me, And I watching him, I check in. Huh? I check in, no, that's too close for comfort. You know what I mean? So it does make a funny moment, but that's the fun times, man. Fun times.
But there's always funny. There's always funny things with that band. As I tell you, we remain as one because of how we are.
Guys, so you see, Geoffrey used the toilet and it say out of order. Geoffrey poo-poo in the toilet. You want to see who's Geoffrey? Come and see Geoffrey. Whatever he says that correct.
The fans, the music, and the moments. These are what make Triple K legendary. But their journey isn't over yet. With 25 years behind them, what does the future hold? For 25 years, Triple K has been fueled by the energy of their fans and the electric power of their music. But what comes next? In the final episode, we take a look at the band's legacy and what the future holds for Triple K International.